Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. We are here for a town board meeting. As we start all our meetings, could we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? And Councilwoman Merrifield, would you mind leading?
I'd be honored. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Denise. Okay. Councilman Rothwell, we have a member of the clergy here today.
We
for
do.
Invocation.
We are honored to have here today Reverend Evans from the Wading River Congregational Church in beautiful downtown Wading River. So Reverend, if you wouldn't mind stepping up to the microphone, if you could just lead us in an invocation this morning, and thank you for attending.
Thank you very much. Let's pray. Almighty God, as we convene as a legislative body, we ask for your wisdom and discernment. Guide our decisions today as we seek to serve the people with justice and fairness. Let us always strive for a faithful response of our great Father and work toward the common purpose of a better future. We lift up our voice and pray the words that Jesus taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you, Reverend. Reverend, do I detect a little bit of an accent from somewhere or no?
Yeah, it's like a Midwestern.
That's what I thought. Where'd you grow up?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
By people from Jackson, Mississippi. So.
Very good.
With them AME Zion churches.
Well, thank you for coming and doing this today.
Thank you.
Okay, Clerk Wooten, do we have any announcements and correspondence?
Correspondence, we received numerous correspondence, all in relation to Scotts Pointe. All of that was categorized and clocked in and circulated to all the board members as well as planning, and can be seen on the website. I created a folder specifically for Scotts Pointe to keep all correspondence in, so that I segregated it from everybody else, just so they could see it. I know I got a email today from a gentleman who sent in something at 4:29 on Friday and wants to know why it wasn't part of the record. So it is part of the record. Everybody that sends me something gets circulated immediately. It's just whether the deadline that they can make it in this particular agenda for you to read. But anything that came in after the deadline will be in next meeting's agenda, so you can read them. But they have been circulated and have been noticed and have been taken into account for and made part of the file. So that's it for correspondence. Reports, the tax receiver collection report for 24-25 was received at $95,300,000, and that was the only report that came in for this meeting. And that concludes the reports and the correspondence.
Okay, thank you. All right, we have on the agenda today one public hearing scheduled for 2 o'clock. It is now 2:08, and the public hearing is regarding a water main extension on Forge Road. And I would ask Water Superintendent Frank Mancini to please come up to the microphone.
2:08.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good
I'm Frank Mancini from the Riverhead Water District. So for today's public hearing, this will be a extension of the district to service the homes on Forge Road in Calverton. We call it Extension 97. This is being done with a grant. We're really proud of this. We've been working behind the scenes on this for years. These homes are exposed to PFAS, like you've heard in the news, and for a relatively small amount of money, we're going to be able to protect hundreds of people, because the area includes 3 mobile home parks that have between them a couple hundred units. So the work itself will involve the installation of 2,800 feet of 6 and 8-inch cement line ductile water main. In that will include 5 fire hydrants to service that area. The total cost of the work is about $1.85 million. That's all the construction work. We have that in the grant. We have some engineering costs that are not reimbursable that we're going to use CPF funding for. And that's basically the gist of it. The next step would be, once we get this approved, we'll start on the engineering costs, which are bid specs and contract documents. They're very unique because the grant requires very unusual purchasing requirements with different types of contractors. Once we produce those documents, they'll be submitted to the regulators. The health department will approve the scope and that the work is done correctly. And we send the specs and contract documents to the grant people, who also approve them, to make sure that we're purchasing correctly and meeting the conditions of the grant.
It's been a long time coming. This is,
Yeah,
and this area is in particularly heavy in PFAS, so we know that.
Yes.
And this will be great. This will be like the cherry on top of the sundae when we get this done as far as our water problems in
Yeah.
the town.
You're right, and you guys should be commended, because you guys paid for the map and plan. That is essentially the tool that we shop for grants with. And nobody was in the newspaper screaming and yelling about this one, but you took action as a board because it was the right thing to do, because their water quality is far worse than other stories that have been in the news.
Correct.
So we're proud to get this done, and I want to thank CDA and the town attorneys and accounting, because there's an enormous amount of work behind the scenes to get this money. They don't give it to you. It's a real grind to get it.
Good job, Frank.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you,
As
Frank.
always.
We really
There was a
appreciate
huge
this.
team. I'm like a tiny little part of it. My job is to build it when we get with the money. That'll
No,
do.
but you're a large part of these. You're a very large part of these.
But
Okay.
we signed on for a commitment, 4 years ago, that we
Yeah.
were working on this, and we put this when we had the water forums, and we searched out all these grants. Dawn Thomas and the CDA has been incredible for searching for these grants in and out. We sat through all the meetings, and like you say, especially Emery has been working on the legal aspect and components with the
Yeah.
entire, Eric Howard and our, but just, it's a long time coming. There's a lot of work to get where we are today, and I think sometimes people say, what's happening? But just, the application process takes time for the review and waiting for the acceptance. So I think today is a great day to have this public hearing. I look forward to immediately moving on, to approve it, and let's get these pipes in the ground.
Yep. for
Well
sure.
said.
Nobody thought we could do it for the other 64 homes, and we got it done.
Yes.
So this
Yeah.
is on that list, so.
Yeah, we're still working. We need $2 million for River Road. We're not done yet. This is the start. We're
I
still
know.
grinding away behind the scenes,
But-
accumulating money, one piece at a time, to help
Think-
people.
But I think we've made progress like never before.
Yeah.
So, and that's the entire town board has been committed to this.
Yep,
So it's a great day.
it is.
Anybody from the public have any questions regarding this public hearing, or do we have anybody online? Seeing nobody in the audience, nobody online. Frank, thank you.
Thank you.
What I'll do is, we'll keep this open for written comment for 10 days, which will lead us to February 14th, which happens to be the day before an important day. No, it is the day itself. We just get that mixed up. It's the 14th. Okay. So we'll keep it open until Valentine's Day for written comment. And at this point in time, we have no more public hearings. So I'm going to go to comments on resolutions. Do we have anybody in the audience that has any comments on any of our resolutions today? Not seeing anybody. Do we have anybody on? Oh, we have one. Come on up to the microphone. State your name and the resolution you're looking to talk about.
Hi, my name is Michelle Kemp, and I am here to talk about number 27, I believe. Can you pull the microphone down just
Yeah,
a little bit?
it's
Sorry, it's hard okay. to hear you.
Tough to hear you,
Talk-
Michelle.
I'm sorry. Regarding item number 27, the ratification of a settlement with Victor Ozieri.
So that'd be Resolution 160.
Yep.
I didn't know anything about it, except that I read an article in the Riverhead Local that Denise Civiletti, and I didn't know anything about the negotiations or anything, but I was around. I live right next door to Victor Ozieri, have for 20 years, and I was there and was largely, I'm sure Mr. Howard may remember, that I was a a spokesman for our neighborhood, I suppose. And besides the he had building violations, you're familiar with this place, okay?
Yep.
He had building code violations, he had sewer problems, he had too many bathrooms, he had tons of things. And he was renting the property out as a short stay event venue, really. It has a lot of amenities, and he would, have weddings, and there's limos, and there's buses, and, Overlook Drive is a one-lane street that's largely unpaved. So it wasn't a welcome business in our neighborhood. But now he's moved, he sold the property. The town is looking to settle with him for what I think is a nominal amount of money compared to the money he made by ignoring the town and his neighbors, the money that he cost the town. There were property taxes. I could go on. A lot of it is not really relevant, I guess, to this particular settlement. But I think that giving a person who ran such an elaborate establishment, and obviously and openly, everybody could see it driving down Meeting House Creek Road or in the creek itself. It was in your face. It was, go ahead, make me, And when he finally did have to, because of a lot of things, but there were noise problems and traffic problems, and, he did this every weekend, and sometimes for longer stays than that. Weddings, bridal parties, everything. When he finally served and the action finally came, it cost everybody a lot of money, not to mention the pain and suffering of all of his neighbors, even people on the other side, and sometimes especially on the other side of the creek, because sound travels out over the water like it really does. It was like you're at a concert sometimes if you sat there. So I just think for the establishment that he was running and the trouble he caused the town, the police had to come several times a week sometimes twice in the same night. I think you're letting him off easy. I think it'll be a lesson to all those who would also like to violate the, what do you call it, the 30-day law or whatever it is, I forget, that, well, you can do it. You just be a little quieter, a little more polite, and invite your neighbors. And, and that's all that it's going to take. I think he's getting off way too easy. The resolution basically says that it's too much money and we might not win. But I don't know how, if he violated the building code, if he applied for a permit or he didn't apply for a permit. That should not be debatable, really. If he has the proper sewage system, if he's got too many bathrooms, all of those things should not really be debatable. They should be, he either did it or he didn't do it. And so I don't know why you would be so insecure about winning. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I think he's getting off easy, and it's not fair to the residents who were, I'd say inconvenienced, but that underestimates it so much. I couldn't sit in my backyard and not be at his party, even if I didn't, of course I didn't want to be. It was ridiculous. And it started during COVID, which made him, it was like a perfect storm for him because people weren't flying, people weren't traveling, but you could drive over there and it's a kitschy place, It's like, I can't say that the place itself isn't something that young people would flock to, but that's not what we are zoned for there. So, thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mrs. Kemp. Do we have anybody else who would like to comment on this?
I'll just say a couple things about it.
Oh, sure.
Okay. So this property was, as Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. What's your last name? Kemp. As Ms. Kemp said, this was a problem property. Our code enforcement officials attempted the justice court route to shut it down. Ultimately, we worked with PD to have the undercover officer do an actual in-person rental. The problem with transient rental cases is that you have to have a buy to clearly prove that it's a transient rental violation. The building violations are something separate, and whether he was being taxed appropriately or not, I can't really say right now because I don't know what the assessors had him assessed at. But that, just setting that aside, what we can't do in these types of cases is base penalties we seek on projected earnings, and that or assumed earnings. That we just can't do it with the way that our code is written. Now, the amount that we arrived at for the settlement was after multiple conferences with the court, both the judge and both with the judge's law clerk. And typically, once you go down that line, you sort of get an idea of how far you're going to be able to go with the penalties. So arriving at that figure, isn't really a reflection of my happiness with the figure, but it's a reflection of my assessment of what I could expect if I kept pushing the case farther. And then just toward that end, we've had since 2018 multiple transient rental cases that we've taken to Supreme Court. This is the highest amount settlement that we've gotten. There was a series of ones on Creek Road that we got between 5,000 and 20,000 on, and then there was another one on Tide Court in Wading River, and I believe that one was 15,000. So when I'm assessing whether it's a reasonable figure, that those prior settlements play into that, and then the way the conversations with the court are going also play into that. And that's basically why we are where we're at.
Counselor, my understanding is that person no longer resides there, correct?
And so the other thing that plays into this is, so typically when you take one of these cases in, the first thing the judge is going to ask you is, okay, so what do they do to fix it? And you go through that, and he says, okay, so what have they done to fix it? Well, in this instance, he did apply for building permits. I don't know if he closed those permits before or the next owner closed the permits, but those permits were pending at least at the time that he left town. Additionally, when you're working on these, so he has a settlement here, and he's moved out of town. So that complicates litigation of the case going forward. And it also because the conduct has stopped and been addressed, that lessens the severity of it in the eyes of the court and whoever you're making this case to. So that's just a little bit of insight as to why the settlement is recommended as it is.
Okay.
The town was as well. The town was as well.
She would have to come up to the microphone.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
Just because
Okay.
they can't hear you on TV, sorry.
Anybody online, Justin? Comments on resolutions? No? Nobody else here? Okay, Clerk Wooten, would you mind reading the resolutions?
Sure, we'll start with Resolution 134.
Ratifies budget transfer for highway equipment purchases. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 135.
Authorizes the removal of fixed assets. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 136.
Authorizes employees to attend the International Association of Arson Investigators, IAAI Conference 2025. So moved. Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 137.
Amends Resolution 2025-94, so moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 138.
Appoints a call-in park attendant to the Recreation Department, so moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 139.
Appoints a call-in assistant recreation leader to the Recreation Department, so moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 140.
Appoints a call-in park attendant to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 141.
Ratifies the rehire of call-in employees to the Recreation Department, so moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 142.
Appoints a part-time office assistant to the Recreation Department, so moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 143.
Reappoints member to Recreation Advisory Committee, Savio, so moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 144.
Terminates inactive employees from the Police Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Got to change that terminology. 145.
Accepts the retirement of a construction equipment operator, so moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Good luck on your retirement, JR. Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes, I wish JR the best of luck. I know he is fully involved with the Riverhead Fire Department, doing great work over there. So I know we'll see a lot of them around town, but I wish him the best of luck in retirement. Thank you for your service. Yes.
And Hubbard.
Yeah, thank you, JR, for your service. Current chief of Riverhead Fire Department, right?
Yes.
I know he's very active and busy with the fire department. I know he's going to stay active and busy with them. But thank you again, like everybody said, for your service to the town. Best of luck to you. I vote yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 146.
Accepts the retirement of a principal accountant clerk, so moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Another longtime worker for the town. A lot of institutional knowledge going to be lost here. Kathy Schroer's been in our accounting department for as far back as I can remember. We wish her and her husband nothing but the best in their retirement, and thanks for their service. Vote yes.
Resolution is accepted. Resolution 147.
Authorizes submission of letter of intent and execution of contract by the supervisor for operation and maintenance grant program to New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 148.
Authorizes the Community Development Division to seek grant funding for Wesley Dean Ackley Memorial Skate Park Project. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes, absolutely.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes is step one in obtaining the funding, and look forward to this project's completion in the future. I vote yes.
And Hubbard.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 149.
Extends bid, nunk-pro-tunk, for 2023 or newer chassis, 10-foot 304 stainless steel dump body, custom low-mount hitch, 10-foot stainless steel material spreader, 11-foot snowplow, and central hydraulic for the highway department. This sounds like a conversation with my husband at dinner. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is
Chassis,
adopted. Resolution
snowplows.
150.
Awards bid for census water meters and accessory equipment. or reasonable equivalent and repair to meter reading equipment. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Just not a meeting if we're not giving something to Frank. Yes.
And Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 151.
Resolution calling public hearing regarding a capital improvement for the proposed electrical upgrades at Plant Number 7, Riverhead Water District, Project Number 16. So moved for Frank
Second.
Mancini.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 152.
Authorize the town clerk to publish and post public notice to consider a local law to amend Chapter 229 of the Riverhead Town Code entitled Excavation and Grading, Section 9 thereof, Fees. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 153.
Authorizes supervisor to execute polling place agreement with Suffolk County Board of Elections for the use of the George Young Community Center and the Riverhead Senior Center for 2025 and 2026 primary and general elections. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 154.
Approved special event, Chapter 255, application for Home Depot plant sale. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 155.
Ratifies the resignation of an accountant. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yeah, I just want to say, Vincent, I wish you well. Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 156.
Authorizes continued service with Municipal CMS LLC for website maintenance. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 157.
Authorizes reduction of performance security for Overlook Homes major subdivision. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 158.
Grants Chapter 229, excavation exportation permit for Cauliflower Square LLC, northwest corner of Old Country Road, Mill Road, Riverhead, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-101-1-11. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 159.
Ratifies acceptance of donation of temporary use of freezer trailer and senior center for senior center. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes, and thank you.
Kern?
Yes, and thank you very much, Henry. I mean, Ken.
Ken.
Rothwell?
Yes, thank you, Ken.
And Hubbard.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Hagy. Much appreciated.
It certainly was. Resolution has been adopted. Resolution 160.
Ratifies the settlement of legal action against Canal House LLC, doing business as Victorville by the Sea, and Victor Ortiz. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 161.
Authorize supervisor to execute agreement with the
Interpreter.
interpreter
Yeah, interpreter.
Are you interpreting the
Interpreter,
resolution?
right?
I know, interpreter.
for Justice Court, Avalar Gonzalez. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 162.
Authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with interpreter for Justice Court Rosalia. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 163.
Authorize the supervisor to execute agreement with the interpreter for justice court Castro to, and I'm, make it this, how do you say it?
Taboda.
Taboda. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 164.
Authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with interpreter for justice court. Gali. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 165.
Authorize the supervisor to execute agreement with interpreter for justice court Espinoza. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 166.
Sets fire prevention fees for energy storage facilities. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes. Thank you, Bob, for working with the fire marshal's office and getting this done.
My pleasure.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 167.
Pays bills. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 168.
Authorizing legal action against the owners, tenants, and occupants of premises located at 1944 Wading River Manor Road, Wading River, New York. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes, absolutely.
Kern.
Yes, and I want to thank Code for really coming down on this quickly and efficiently. So, yes for me.
Rothwell.
Yeah, this is a drain on our police and fire services, so thank you for taking action. Yes.
And Hubbard.
Absolutely, yes.
Resolution is adopted. I believe there's one coming off the floor.
Right.
You want me to do it again?
Go ahead. Yep.
So I just wanted to mention, we had a little glitch in the system. We had a great work session here a few weeks ago on the establishment of the Hispanic Development and Power and Education Committee. And so we kind of thought the resolution was in, but with a little glitch. But I want to get them started on their work. So I would like to make a motion to bring off the floor Resolution 2025-169, establishes the Town of Riverhead Hispanic Development, Empowerment, and Education Committee and appoints members. We can provide a copy to the press as well for this.
Motion to take it off the floor.
Yes.
Yeah, second.
Second. Vote, please.
Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Resolution is off the floor.
Okay. Read it again.
Need public comment at all? Anybody?
Yeah, do we have any public comment on, we have one. Okay, go ahead. On this,
Is it on this resolution?
No, it isn't on this resolution. I wanted to comment in general comments.
okay, we'll come back to you in a minute, Kathy.
Thank you.
Okay, take this off the floor. Let's
It's off
read
the
it
floor.
again.
Yep. It's active now. Who moves?
So I'll read it. Resolution 2025-169 establishes the Town of Riverhead Hispanic Development, Empowerment, and Education Committee and appoints members. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Okay, Woski.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Great group of individuals, absolutely yes.
Hubbard.
Yes, and thank you, Ken, for spearheading this.
Resolution is adopted. That concludes our resolutions.
Okay, those are all of our resolutions. Now we're going to go to open comments from the public. We'll take Kathy first, since she's up on the screen.
Thank you. Kathy McGraw from Northville. I watched the work session last week on changing the town rules for meetings, and curtailing the time for people to speak, and I'd just like to make a suggestion to all of you. Supervisor, during that work session, you said you contacted a number of other towns to see what they do with respect to public comments. And you reported that most limit comments to 3 minutes, and some don't allow comments on resolutions at all, and some don't have time for general comments. And also that many don't use Zoom. And Supervisor, you went on and pointed out that reducing comment time to 3 minutes and eliminating the use of Zoom, except, I think you said, except for public hearings, would be right in line with all the other towns. But I would say to you, why not be a leader on this issue rather than a follower? Show the other towns and the people of Riverhead that you want to hear from your constituents. And for meaningful opportunity to make comments, 5 minutes is much better than 3. I understand that there are times where not even on a regular basis, where you might have to scale back owing to large numbers wanting to speak. But I would guess if you looked back over the past year, the average number of speakers probably is maybe 15, but I don't even think it's on average even 15. And even let's say it's 15 at every town board meeting. Cutting back to 3 minutes would save you all 30 minutes of time on average. So in the course of a month, you would be saving 1 hour of time if you let people speak for 5 minutes instead of 3. And I guess the goodwill you generate by retaining the 5-minute rule would far outweigh the loss of that hour of your time. And similarly, on the use of Zoom, I bet on average there are no more than 2 or 4 speakers, and I'm probably the only one today. But if folks care enough to participate, even when unable to be at your meetings, why would you want to deny them the opportunity to speak using this technology that we have today? My whole point here is that you have the opportunity to be a leader, not a follower, when it comes to allowing the public to speak at town boards. And I would urge you to retain your 5-minute rule and the use of Zoom, as well as having comments on resolutions and public policy. I believe the people of Riverhead will thank you if you choose to do so, and I thank you today for this opportunity to speak with you through Zoom. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kathy. I think as we all know, you can come down and comment, or you can send written comment, and it's always part of the record. So we're not really stopping people who can't come to a meeting from getting their comments being part of the record. But so many times we have instances with issues with Zoom and people not unmuting, people muting when they shouldn't be muted, and vice versa. And to us, it's easier just to do this, and we don't necessarily have to have 2 people in the booth back there, pay two employees to be back there. One can handle it much easier when we're just doing it this way. So those were some of the considerations we made. And it's not about following or leading, it's about efficiency in government. And I think that's really what we stated here by looking at these new rules and regulations that we're considering adopting, and that's pretty much all I have to say on it. So.
Honestly, Mr. Supervisor, when we have been having the 5-minute rule, about 2 months ago, Ms. McGraw herself was on through Zoom, and the 5-minute warning came through. She continued to speak, and you were pleasant enough to let her go on. That lasted for 16 minutes, and there were other people on other occasions that have sat through something like that, not at the hands of Ms. McGraw, but of other people that have come up. They've overstayed their time, or people are calling in from Zoom in the comfort of their own home, when there's people that are sitting here that have come out in 25-degree weather at nighttime that are unable to come up to the podium because it's taking too long for them. It's now 7:30, 8 o'clock. They should be in bed at home going through their regular routine. I think that this is a way that we're able to hear from everyone in the community. It's not trying to make anybody not be heard, it's trying to let everyone be heard, and I think that it's very fair. I know that if somebody that isn't here all the time comes up and they go over their 3 minutes, I know that you'll be generous enough to give them a little bit of extra time to be able to say what they need to say. This is a way to incorporate everybody into our meetings in a timely fashion, and I fully support moving this forward.
And she spoke clear and precise of her opinion today in just 2 minutes, with a minute to spare. The point
Yeah,
is-
I mean, when you think about it, 3 minutes is quite a long time to get your point across. And oftentimes, people go on and on and on about maybe the history of something or repeat themselves numerous times in their statement, and it doesn't serve anybody any benefit. So 3 minutes will let you get directly to your point, we get to understand it, and we can move on to the next speaker. So I thank the board for the support. We will probably be looking to put this up at our next town board meeting.
Good.
Okay, for a vote, so.
I'm just going to say from personal experience, I waited a little over 3 hours one time in the old town hall, I was not on the board, to speak on behalf of an organization which took me about a minute and a half, but I had to wait 3 hours. It was painful. And to your point, a lot of people were coming up repeating the same message, and I just thought it was painful.
Well, we have seen people that have come to meetings that have walked out because they kind of look at the line and they add up their time and they're like, I don't have 2 hours to sit here and wait. And so sadly, there are people that have left our meetings and not get a chance to voice their opinion. But always know, even if you're limited in a time clock, we read every single email that comes through. I look at all of them, and so there is always a way to get your opinion and thought, as lengthy as you want, to us directly.
Yeah, I can
And
guarantee.
not only that, the clerk posts the letters that we
Right.
receive now, which was never done before. So every letter that comes in and is part of the record gets posted publicly, and then, of course, obviously, we all get them and read them. We have them every week.
Nothing
so-
goes in the agenda that didn't go to them first, so
Right.
they get them.
Honestly, there is, it flows pretty good, and we're much more transparent than any other board has been in my time frame. So I think we're doing a good job with it, and at this point in time, do we have anybody else comments from the public, Justin, online? Nobody? Anybody here in the audience? Nobody? Up, come on up.
Oops.
Hi, hello. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes.
Good. All right. Name's AJ. I'm from Riverhead. So I also read the same thing where there's going to be like a shortage or cutting back on the time allotted and less availability for like Zoom Live. And I agree with cutting the time. That's fine. 3 minutes is fine. That makes sense.
Speak up, I'm sorry. I can't
3
hear
minutes
you.
makes sense as a cutoff time for speakers to speak. Makes absolute sense. But when it comes to providing online access to be here live, I think it's important to kind of keep that same track, because there's a difference when you're present in a meeting, actually, coming up and saying something or being on the TV screens. That's more impactful than a written comment. And so I think doing away with live Zoom meetings is probably not the best in terms of hearing the public. But I understand everybody wants to go home too. So I don't know, just my commentary on it. Have a good one.
All right, we're not doing away with live Zoom. We will have Zoom. We're just not going to allow comments on resolutions on Zoom. We will allow comments on public hearings on Zoom. So all we're doing is removing the comment section from Zoom, and then you can either come here in person or you can write your letter, and both pack the same amount of power.
Oh, okay.
Perception-wise, I see what you're saying.
So it's not an issue to have two people in the back moderating things? Like moderating the live?
Well, we would
Zoom
have,
Live.
normally we have two people in the back booth when we're doing all of that. We can alleviate one of those people 9 times out of 10 by just having one person back there, not having to monitor Zoom and all the speakers that line up on Zoom, as opposed to somebody coming here or providing a written comment. So,
Okay, so Zoom Lives are still a go. It's just that commentary from the Zoom Lives are not going to be available anymore, is what you're saying?
You are going to have to speak up a tad higher.
I think
Commentary from live Zoom folk who are coming in and tuning in live from Zoom. The commentaries are kind of, they're not
They will
gonna-
be able to comment on public hearings.
Okay.
But they won't be able to comment on resolutions.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, understood. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Zoom does cost the taxpayers money, just so that everybody is aware of that. And this was something that was brought forward during the COVID pandemic, and we're not under that pretense anymore. So if we're able to, slice away at spending a little bit, that's always a positive. So this is a very positive thing for the taxpayers as well.
Okay. Anybody else? Right, I would like to have somebody make a motion to close the town board meeting.
So
So,
moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We wish everybody a happy, healthy weekend. I don't have any announcements to make. I think, and I can't think of anything offhand that's coming up this weekend. I know on February 21st, keep in mind that the Riverhead Anti-Bias Task Force has an event at the Suffolk Theater. Tickets are free, but they are almost all gone already. And I believe on February 13th, Riverhead High School Auditorium at 6 p.m., there is also a Black History presentation involving, I believe, the Anti-Bias Task Force also.
Yes, that's correct.
Denise, if you have any further information on that?
Yes,
I
that's
know
at
we'll
6
announce it
p.m.
next week too, but,
Yes, that's at 6 p.m., and there is an honoree, and very happy to attend on that. And
Okay.
also, there's the Valentine's Day dance at the Senior Center on Valentine's Day, starting
Yes.
at noon.
yes, there is. And then there's a father-daughter dance too, and I think a mother-son dance also. Okay, that's it for the weekend. Have a great weekend, stay healthy, and we'll see you next week. Thank you all.